Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it's the tip top of noon out here in the Pacific Northwest and down in nice, hot Las Vegas. And and it's 3 o'clock Eastern time. So welcome. Val and I are going to be talking today about the questions from the James Lipton questions from Inside the Actor Studio that have moved into Inside the Psychic Studio. And so we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. And I was telling Val that this morning Trump's attorneys have filed to have the trial moved until after the election because he's too busy running for president and he can't, he just hasn't got time to do this and so on. So I'm not really a happy camper this morning, but we're going to read on that later, I think. Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
It's just it's almost as though you I don't know, like you get you step on one of those thorns outside and it sticks into your foot and you go, oh no, and then you think you got all of it out and you put your foot down and there's still something embedded in there.
That's a good analogy for this whole experience.
It is. Val, Craig said he's visiting Searchlight, Nevada next year. How about that?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Good for you, Craig.
Cool. Have you ever been to that ET museum that's not far from you?
I have not been in that ET museum, and I've gone by it millions of times. But yeah, I haven't been.
It's kind of cheesy. I didn't go in, but it's kind of cheesy. But that road that takes you up to Reno, which is the back way, they have the most fantastic place you can go, like hot springs, and take a hot bath. In these little tin buildings. At least they did earlier in the 2000s.
They probably still have it. And my husband and I never take, like when we go from Las Vegas to Reno, we never take any. We're like on the highway as much as we can and as fast as we can.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You might want to try it on the way home next time or something because, it is a long road, though. It's not. Yeah. And I believe that it takes you into Fernley and you come in that way. I think that's the way you come in.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to say hello to some folks here. We're running the show on my channel, and Val is simulcasting to both Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Thank you for being here, no matter where you are. Just know that you might not see all the people on the channels, and just know that that's why. So we have Bella and Suzanne, and of course Craig, which I just said. Spirit Watcher, Suzanne, Lottie, Isabella, Scorpio Mama, Sally, Aquila, Judith, Juliet, Wildflower, Rose Blue, Micah, and Rossi's Den. Who else is here? Pierrette. Hi, Sharon's here. All right. Sherry, good to see you, dear. And Marina, good to see you too.
Sorry about that. Right. It's saying spam call, and I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb. It is now on
spam.
I mean, if I don't get 3 or 4 a day.
I know.
Right.
Yep. Hi, good stuff. Carolyn Porterfield, Maxie, nice to see you too, Bella. By the way, last night I got ambitious, and I posted on my community board that I'm going to be doing a four day event, not in a row, a 4 Tuesday event, starting next Tuesday. If you're interested, I'm going to be doing I Am the Oracle. All you have to do is bring Oracle cards and maybe your notebook and a pen. If you are one of my members, it will be a little cheaper for you. Otherwise, it's $40 for 4 weeks and $10 a week. It's really not that bad. So,
Allie, you have a membership. People can join.
That's right. You can join. You can join them. Thank you so much.
Happy for you. Everybody go join.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and if you do join, it's going to be cheaper because it's either $4 or $5 basically.
Yeah. And that class sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just for people who maybe have always had Oracle cards and never even look at them and play with them.
You look at them and think, I wish I could read them, So
and that understanding and layers of it is awesome. So you'll
Thanks,
teach
Val.
them that.
And of course, Val also has a membership, and she's doing very well with hers. And I'm sure you're doing also some events with people on Zoom as well, or on StreamYard.
I'm meeting up with people on, well, actually, it's just on StreamYard, but I've added them to my stream, and they've been on with me like a Zoom.
All
And
right.
it works out really great to see people and communicate that way. It's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Bella, it should be in the chat, or my channel is Heart and Soul Connected, and if I'm sure maybe Sherry can put it up for you. Well, Sherry, I know you're at work, so I don't want to make you have to do anything you're not doing. Craig could put it up too. Anybody could put it up so Bella can get that. The issue, Bella, is that you are on one of Val's channels. I don't know for sure you're looking. Okay, there you go. All right, so here we go. So we're going to have a little fun today. There used to be a show, for those of you who had not heard of it, called Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton, and he would bring in Robin Williams and just all kinds of different actors, and he would talk about their careers and how they did and so on. And then at the very, very end, he would ask 10 questions. So I changed it to Inside the Psychics Studio, and been interviewing all the different people, the people you like to follow, and find out what their answers are to this. So it's been a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of duplicate answers, even if you happen to have heard them. So it's kind of interesting how that works. So
fun.
Yeah. Hi, Mary Thornberry. It's nice to see you.
I used to watch him all the time, James Lipton. I never missed it.
I know, he was wonderful. So I had started with Kevin, the healing medium. And while we're sitting there, James Lipton comes in, and says, "Ooh, I like this. This is great.
He would like
You need to do this more." Yeah.
He
So I think he was happy his legacy was coming along, at least in one venue. So
and his name got out there again.
His name is out there. That's right. So we call on the name of James Lipton. All right. So Karen Doyle, nice to see you, dear. Anybody I missed, my apologies. Oh, thank you, Rossi, for putting that up. All right. Okay. So Val, let's start out with the number one question, which is, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word? Well, recently, coalescence.
Oh, okay.
Seems to be the word for everything that I am trying to do in my life and out there in the world.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, and you did start that second channel. You started your membership. Yeah. And last night I was poking around, and you also have a shop.
I have two shops.
Two shops.
A next level channeling shop and a Dragonfly.
Oh, you do now? Okay.
Yeah, I actually have two. But one on Dragonfly Crystals is actually hooked to YouTube, so you can see it. The other, on Next Level Channeling, you have to use a link to get to it. But I have it,
okay.
up there.
Karen Doyle says her favorite word is smile. I love that. That's a good one too. So Val has coalesced a lot of her talent, actually, and she does Akashic Records readings. She does tarot readings for you, or Oracle, whatever, and some channeling. Do you do that for people as well?
I do. Yeah, because I do spiritual mediumship for people. I do, besides the Akashic Records, and in the spiritual mediumship, that's pulling in people. But yeah, I actually, during the Akashic Record readings, I do a lot of channeled information, explaining or giving people private information from really all their guides. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Specialized.
So you've moved from 0 to at least 60. Where'd you get to 90? Woo! There you go. All right. So yeah. It must be what's going on, because as we were talking this morning, I was talking about Threads, the new Instagram separate sort of Twitter space. All the twits have moved away from good old Elon over onto Threads, and I'm liking it, but I'm doing a lot of blue political stuff over there. But I never was a Twitter person. I didn't care for it at all. I always loved Instagram though. So yeah, and that brought in 4 days, I believe it was, 100 million subscribers. Isn't that great?
I'm just so, yeah, it's just amazing. They were waiting for an alternate platform that they could go to.
Oh, yes, Isabella. You said, look how off the rails, you know who is getting. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you, Bella, for subbing. All right. So what's your least favorite word, Val?
Least favorite word would be something like impossible. Because everything
There you go.
Anything is
It
possible.
is. Yeah. Yeah. No, Terry said yesterday, can't, couldn't, wouldn't, shouldn't. Yeah. All of those things. So that's.
All the naysayer words. So,
yep.
Yeah.
That's true. All the naysayer. All right. So what excites you, Val? What makes your heart jump?
I would say, there's so many things, but at the core, everybody's spiritual growth excites me. And that's always been my thing. It's been an exciting thing to me. But if it wasn't that, it would be creativity. Like I laugh at myself when I'm making thumbnails on Canva for these shows. I'm getting so excited and I'm making this and doing that, or I make this trailer and that. And I'm saying to myself, man, Valerie, you're having more fun doing this than you do, creating the shows.
Oh my God, that's really cool. I'm glad you do, because for me, that's the tedious part of it. It's like, I just wish I could slap it up and go, okay, let's get into this. So yeah, so you're using your creativity that way though. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Like it.
So rose blue, procrastination is your least favorite word. Yeah. Do you know that they said it's really not something that it has more to do with feeling inadequate, procrastination.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
If you don't have to start, then you can say, oh, well, I just didn't have time.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this warrior girl. You're absolutely right. Impossible is I'm possible. I love that. That's great.
That is a really good playing on that word. And yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, Val. So what turns you off?
Boring things like cleaning. I'll just be honest.
Hey.
That bores me to tears.
I know.
It's like, do I really have to push this vacuum cleaner in dust? But
and for me, I'm a hoarder in a certain way. I mean, you don't have to climb over things to get in my house.
Yeah.
But I get in a mood where I get things, and then I have to go and reallocate where they need to go because I can't, it just looks sloppy. And I hate that. So I understand. I totally understand.
Yeah.
Like,
things that aren't fun and aren't creative. Those are the things I don't like. I like fun and creative things.
Unless you maybe you could put like a French maid's outfit on and just walk around with a little dusty thing.
Oh, no, nothing makes it. Even if I was eating chocolates while I was doing it.
No. Oh, okay. Or someone was feeding you grapes. Still wouldn't do it, right?
I don't think you can color crap up to be a different thing.
Yeah, I'd be on the side of the couch going, "Oh my,"
Yeah. Feed me my grapes.
Yes, that's right. So, what sound or noise do you love?
It's the big gong. Boom. That reverberation sound of that big gong being struck would be my beautiful sound. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. When the first time I went to Hawaii was in 2013, and I went to Oahu. We never went back because I like Maui better. But anyway, in Oahu, there's a Buddhist temple.
Oh.
And you have to go through the cemetery to get there. It's really kind of strange. But once you get there, there's, beautiful peacocks and all this, and a huge golden Buddha. But you come out of that building and there's a gong. And there's a piece of wood that's like a log, and you pull it back and let it. Oh my God!
Oh, the sound! It's just
awesome.
I mean, the reverberation of that deep sound is just.
It's healing for the earth and for us.
That's what you just read my mind. I was going to say it's like the earth. It's so grounding and beautiful. Yeah.
It's really good. It's really cool. It was fun to do, and they had a string, like a, what do you call it, like a rope or something on it, so it wasn't impossible to pull it back. But it was wonderful. I didn't really believe it.
Oh man, makes me want to go and visit.
You got to do it before, you can't travel for one reason or another. Like you're either too busy or I'm not going to say anything else. All right. Okay. So what sound or noise do you not love or do you hate?
I know this is going to date me, but I really can't stand heavy metal music kind of thing. It's like jars me. My chakras. It like it makes me go out of balance. It's like scratching nails on a chalkboard.
Oh no, I hear it. And actually I've always felt that way, Val. I mean, like probably the most I could ever listen to when I would consider somewhat heavy metal is like Led Zeppelin or singing
Led Zeppelin, like Stairway to Heaven's like
that one. But how about the Immigrants? The Immigrant song is kind of loud, but it doesn't bother me like Metallica or some
Metallica would be a no for me. Let's just say it like that.
Oh my God, I took my son. He wanted to see Rage Against the Machine back.
Oh, my kids, they grew up with Metallica.
Oh, yes, of course they did. And he couldn't hear for days. He was funny, very funny. All right, so we've come to that time where I have to ask you what your favorite curse word is.
Well, that would be the SHIT, because I'm a master at that.
You and I finally found a simpatico person. That's my very favorite word. Yeah.
And the second favorite would be CRAP, if I couldn't say SHIT.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's my go-tos.
But shit shouldn't be a bad word. It's just like
a bad word. But I just didn't want to say it in case I don't know what YouTube.
Oh, it's okay. This is not for children, but I always say it's a combination of she, he, and it. She, it.
Good thinking. I do like that.
Sometimes it just is the word that you need to say.
You just got to say it. When something's going wrong and you say, it just, I feel better when I say it.
I know. And you can get away with it more than some people have said. They like the 3-syllable one, the MFKR, and you can't really get away with that everywhere.
Metallica to me, I can't, I don't want to. I don't know. It just grates me. Maybe it's my upbringing, and it's just a programming thing.
Yeah.
I
get it. Yep. He didn't ask what your least favorite one was, but mine would be the word in Britain that they say about everything, which starts with a C and ends with a T. And I don't like that word. Yeah.
No, I'm not big on. Yeah. I'm not big on the feminine slang.
Yeah. I get you.
I'm not liking the feminine slang kind of things.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. All right. So Val, what gift other than what you already have would you like to have? And that could be spiritual. It could be cooking. It could be anything really.
I would love the ability to expand time in a day to get everything done. I mean, if I could just get another extra couple hours in there whenever I want and just sneak it in and expand the time, that'd be my big superpower.
Just think you'd have time to clean, but you don't want to use it for that reason.
Oh my God, no. I wouldn't want it for that. No. Maybe running to the store to get ice cream and have a bowl of ice cream.
I know. And there you go. And my problem is I don't feel like I have enough time in the day. So I
Yeah.
end up staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning. And then
Oh
my
God.
dog gets me up at 5:30. So I'm just a mess. I've got to be careful.
Well, at
So if
least
that
you have the
happens,
energy
God
to do
bless you.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad you could do that. At 6
Yeah.
or 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, it's pumpkin hour, and I could be doing the other things, so I couldn't fit in there, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
can't go.
Well, in the fall and in the winter, I'm exactly like that. I think
Yeah.
it's the summer and something about, that the sun comes up so
Yeah.
early and
You want to get up and out there.
get out there. So what gift do you find might be most annoying?
I have an annoying problem where I hear grammar and I have an internal grammar corrector, and then this mouth like wants to open up and correct people.
You're the Karen of grammar.
Grammar, and my husband is like, when I'm constantly correcting him or any, it's like not good.
I get it. It isn't even grammar that bothers me the most. It's how people don't say words correctly.
Oh,
And,
that's it.
Yeah.
It's not saying words correctly. Basically, you're absolutely right. That is what it is.
Yeah.
If you don't say the T on the end of a word, if
Yeah.
you don't, if you say, I'm sorry, people out there, if you say often and you don't say often, that's me. I'm like, oh, you're correct, but often.
Or library. I'm going to the library.
That's it.
It's the library.
Not library. Ask me.
Ask a question. Yeah.
Ask me and not ask me. And
I've heard people say Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
Valentine.
Valentine's Day. Yeah. But the worst one was the Orange Man himself standing up and talking about the Yosemites.
Yosemite is Yosemite, folks.
Is Yosemite.
California here, one of my favorite places on earth. I got married there.
Right. So it's not a Yosemite. That's right. Not a Yosemite. There you go. Yeah. All right. So Valerie, finally, if heaven exists, and I believe most of us here think it does, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did well, grasshopper, little
Kung fu, kung fu. Oh, that's really cool.
Well, little grasshopper. Yes.
Yeah.
Kung fu. Mr. Miyagi.
That's wonderful. I love it. Wow. Yes, Sherry. Well, I have a problem when I, as far as talking words, I have a problem with acts. I left New England, but sometimes when I'm with people from New England, I'll fall back into that. And I will say, we always say wicked pissa, stuff like that. Or park your car. I'm going to go park my car.
There's something from every region.
Yeah, there is from every place. Yeah.
Everybody has their own thing.
And Rossi, you're right. Supposedly instead of supposedly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right, Anna Hutchinson. We zip our lips.
We do because
we don't sit and tell anybody, but it is a pet peeve, is what it really is.
We said it was our least favorite thing, really, about yourself that you have.
About ourselves.
Superpower that you wish you didn't have.
That we didn't have. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And yes, you're right, Suzanne. One's hearing can affect how they pronounce words because they hear it differently. Yes, absolutely. It's like even vision. I had my roof put on last year, and it's gray. And I said, the only thing I don't like about it is it matches my house. I mean, it's gray, gray, gray. And my husband said, oh, no, our house is green. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, our house is green. I said, honey, no way. It's like barracks gray. Yeah.
I don't think men don't see color the way women see color. And it's something. There's something.
Yeah.
And then only men are colorblind too, by the way.
True.
Are in fact colorblind, which is an interesting thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yes, we don't want to lose any subscribers.
Sorry about the topic. One of the people are saying it's making me cringe.
We don't want to lose any subscribers here because we're telling our truth. So please
You
don't
know,
worry.
it's not like I stand around and say these things to be.
You're always home. You're never anywhere else.
My poor
But
husband
yeah.
who has to, you know, but
Uh-huh.
I've tried to
Yeah.
tone myself down because, you know, it really is my mom telling me when I was a kid.
I
And
know.
I'm
Yeah, we hear our
carrying
mom's
on her
voice.
tradition.
Yeah. Plus all the things that your mother used to tell, and maybe yours didn't because you were more metaphysical, but my mother would tell me things like, really? Like she would say, don't pick your nose because the dirt will go to your brain and you'll die. Oh my God,
Oh my
really?
gosh.
Well, I guess it could be true if I had some fungus on my hands or whatever, but you know, stuff like that that just made me crazy. Yeah.
That would make me crazy.
Yeah.
No, my mom didn't say anything like that, but she did have her spiritual truths she'd throw at us. So
yeah. No, my mother, she just had a lot of weird, but she had no mother when she grew up. So she did the best she could. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we're having a lot of fun here, at least Val and I are. And so if you'd like to be read, let us know. I think I'm going to start out by doing a reading on this new information on the Trump documents trial, if that's okay with you, Val. We both, I mean, I'd like to think it is it's, as Linda G would say, it's a nothing burger. But I don't know. It just, the other thing, why does Walt Nauda's trial have to coincide with Trump's trial? I don't know, because apparently his attorney can't be there either.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, so, you know,
delay, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is what he does.
Yeah.
What he does. That's right. Yeah.
Well,
all right. Oh, stop slouching. You'll get a humpback, Rose Blue said. And she made you stand up against the fridge.
Oh, gosh,
that's something else. That's funny. Oh my God. All right. All right.
Oh gosh, these cards. Oh my goodness. Well,
this could be dangerous, folks.
Well, it really gives me the same feeling. She may actually go ahead and try and get away with it and move it. But I'm getting, you know, she's going to sabotage her, and that, you know, we are going to create a situation where we reverse that, and she's going to have to go adios.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to hit her wheel of fortune time where cycles and change. So yeah, you're going to have to find a new horizon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So maybe we will have a new lawyer. Yeah. I mean, a judge. New judge. Yeah.
Judge Bannon. Yeah, because I'm seeing that she may actually do it. It won't.
Well, they said that the only thing that can really overturn any decision she makes is the 11th Circuit Court, and it's only if it's something really vital or emergency or whatever. And I'm thinking, this is pretty vital. We're talking about a person.
Vital, and I believe that when you are changing something that could stop somebody from being president of the United States, and it's a criminal thing, it's and it's like espionage or whatever the charges are, that is that in itself. Jack must have something up his sleeve.
I hope so. But you know, I do trust him. I trust him.
So. Yeah.
All right. So Karen Doyle wants us to pronounce this word for her, and I pronounce it mirror.
I pronounce it mirror.
Yeah. Okay. Did we win anything?
How else would you pronounce it?
Maybe I don't know. She says she has a hard time doing it.
With an E? I can't even say it another way.
Oh, Sharon. She said spaghetti for spaghetti. My daughter used to call it Scody. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, when you're a kid, you're going to call it all kinds of things.
All right. Rosebud. Chris Keiss wrote the court asking for July 18th to save the lawyers, but.
Oh.
So there must be something else that has just come out, because this was this morning and I even saw it on Midas Touch. I seen it early, but yeah. So what I got was real flowery words are being used here. Somebody that's a poet, is very good at what they do with articulating what they want.
Right.
But they're shouting down a tunnel.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're shouting down a tunnel, and hopefully it will fly away.
Oh, it will.
It will have wings. Yeah.
It will fly away.
It will fly.
I agree with the deck of characters.
Oh my God, it's always so spot on, isn't it? Oh,
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is,
but that devil card, ooh-wee. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I have Sally, Karen, Judith, and Sonia. Which one do you want read, for you or our Putin and Wagner friend plan? We'll do this one, and then we'll go back and we'll do one just for you. So this is a question for current events.
Secret escape.
Hi, Andrea Galvin. I hadn't said hi to you, dear. I'm glad to see you. I wasn't ignoring you, my dear. So Sharon, if I come up to Vancouver to see you, up to your island, will you make me some spaghetti and some Gaelic breed?
I'm not thinking that that's going to happen. I don't really think so. I think they're going to keep playing this out. And until something stops Putin, he's not going anywhere.
I don't see him ever going anywhere, although he jumps on that little train of his and goes out towards Siberia. Yeah, I know.
Siberia. I don't see it happening. No.
Yeah, I get tears here. That they don't like the way things are really going.
Yeah.
With this war. But it's not. Yeah. Oh, you look at that. Yes. But it's a circus. He lives in a circus. He lives in this. And he's the ringmaster.
He definitely is the ringmaster.
Are they getting played, Val? They might be.
They are getting played.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening in that country that we have no idea about, and so there's some things going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Should I tell them about Bob Woodard and what he said? Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite an interesting. So everybody knows Bob Woodard. He was the guy that was one of the writers for the Nixon Watergate, breaking the Watergate story many years ago. And he's very old now. But he's being sued by Trump for whatever reason. I have no idea exactly, but he doesn't care. He says, I don't care. And now that I'm being sued, I might as well say whatever I want to say. And so he said, I think Trump really needs to check into the odor block protection on his Depends, because things aren't so good. I thought, oh my God, leave it to Bob Woodard to say that.
Yeah, he's very an elegant gentleman. So for him to say
he
that,
is. He is.
Like, really?
Yeah, he is.
Really? That's a
God.
lot from Bob.
That's a lot from Bob. That's right. Ivana, it's nice to see you.
Hi,
all right. So let's go to Sally. Would like a reading. I'm guessing just a regular reading, Sally. Okay. Energy reading.
Energy reading. I have to get my real good cards out for this.
Yes, odor protection, Sharon. Isn't that funny?
Oh gosh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I know you do, Andrea. Thanks. Hi, Sharon Stipe. Nice to see you, dear. Yeah.
Let's see what I got here.
The real truth can be painful.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Ooh.
So Sally, I got hold your center. So
Ooh.
that's, staying in balance and staying grounded. So getting in alignment and being peaceful and stay the observer no matter what's going on. There's a reassurance of the golden light shining down on you. All your guides and angels are around to help you during this time. And finally, uh, you have the 1111, which is funny because
Oh.
Sally messaged me yesterday because I did a live and it ended at 1111 minutes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she said, Val, it's at 1111. And I said, Sally, I noticed that. And here, this just came out for you, Sally.
That is really cool. That
Did
is
you
really
notice
cool.
the 1111? It is also an activation code for you
Yes.
for the awakening because you're the only one who noticed it.
That's right. Synchronicity. And while you were reading for her, we had 44 people in the chat, and now we have 45. So there you go.
There you go.
I love those numbering. I love that.
That's awesome.
All right. So Sally, I see you're becoming, or you're just a person who is fearless. What it is that you want, you go for, or if you don't, then you need to. You don't want to embrace any fear because you've got whatever it takes to get you where you want to go. And so make sure that you let go and let God. And this will liberate you. Look at all the beautiful hearts. Oh my goodness. And I mean, it is a flower, but the petals are more heart shaped. And so this will liberate you and infuse your heart chakra. And finally, I haven't gotten this card before. You have ingenuity. You have.
She does.
Does she really? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. She's always making me think, oh, Val, you should do this and you should do that. She's like, she comes up with genius ideas.
Genius ideas? Yeah.
That I followed, actually.
Good. I'm glad you're following through with them. And you do it too, Sally, because you've got it, girl. I mean, it's blossoming for you.
Really?
And yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, God. I love funny stuff. Sonia said you should have seen the look on the people's faces when I said hors d'oeuvres. I'm guessing that's the way you said it. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Oh, that's good.
That's cute. And just to be clear, that flaw I have is a flaw. It's not good to correct anyone.
Oh yeah, I know. No, and we don't.
Flaw was in me.
Well, I think the thing is that we all have pet peeves.
Yeah.
And some things we do. We are, do something that isn't so cool, but it's just a peeve people have. So yeah. All right, so we got a little bit of a guides, and Ellie, her mom, Karen's mom, passed. And so I know you do that too. So she wonders if you have a message from Ellie or her angels, guides.
I don't know if this means anything to you, but she is bringing a sweater for you to put on, like a cardigan, and she's holding it out for you. And at first it looked like it was like yellow, but it feels like it might be more vibrant, like a red. And maybe it might symbolize that she wants you to put on a more energetic and out there kind of persona, to be more out in the world and shine your light, because she is there supporting you absolutely 100%. And she adores you. And I feel like your guides are agreeing with that message. Getting out there and shining your light out. So putting on the cloak of that energy
Mhm. Wow, that's beautiful. All right. So, no, Sally, don't say that not telling somebody something that they didn't ask about is a bad thing. It isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes you just say, my father used to say, I'm going to give you my opinion. You may not like it, and you
Yeah.
can do whatever you want with it. And I always say, Dad, you know what? He never shoved it down my throat, and I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen loves that. Okay, so I got quintessence here first. And actually, I know what it means, but I didn't have a definition for it. It was just like, oh God. So it is an aspect that's intrinsic to your character. So,
Oh,
yes, so you have aspects that are part of who you are, and they are blossoming. Look at
oh
those.
man, that just melds with the whole story there
It
from
does.
from
Yeah,
Ellie telling her daughter.
telling her that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
telling
so, yeah. And then the next card I get is
her.
you have authenticity, which you live your life the way that you believe it should be lived. You don't have other people telling you what to do, how to live your life. And so, look at all the beautiful
Oh,
colors in here. Oh
beautiful.
my God. And
Gosh,
that's
feeling.
your gut level too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yellow, your gut
yes,
level.
it
So
is.
you operate from gut. And so Ellie wants you to know, and your guides and angels want you to know, you will just continue to expand
There you go.
and
And that's what they say. Put the red sweater on and expand your life.
expand your life. Yes. Yes. Look at this. They're almost dancing. But
Yeah.
look at the
Oh my
shells. The conch
gosh.
shells are in
Oh,
spirals and it's all around and they're dancing under the moon. So
that is
I think you're
beautiful.
just doing really well.
I
Trust
love it.
yourself. Yeah. Trust yourself. Oh, good. I'm glad. Uh-huh. Sonia, you love it when we're older and don't mince words. I do too. Oh my God. I'll tell I was trying to get off a bus one time and we had luggage and everything and everybody was trying to get on while we were trying to get off. It was
Yeah.
like a tram. And I
Well,
had my kids with me that were older, but I said, "Excuse me, everybody back up."
you like gave him hell, and the teacher came out. Now,
Everybody back up. I said, "How the hell can we get out if you're coming in?" And my kids were like, but now they understand. Yeah.
darn mom, how embarrassing. But you have to do that.
You have to do that. That's right. All right. So Judith wonders what might be coming in the next 6 months. Let's see what we can come up
What's
with
coming in
here.
for the next 6 months? Let's see what we got here.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us today, if we haven't mentioned it. And
Absolutely.
we got we got like a quarter of the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot in the chat. And so it's wonderful, which reminds me we'll be on tomorrow afternoon for that.
Yes, we will.
And I'm on later on Kelly Dozen Cats channel where we do readings on rock, paper, scissors. And we have a lot of fun with it. So
It's fun.
all right. Okay, who wanted a question answered? Bemused shaman. All right. I think I got your question.
Okay, Judith, what I'm seeing in the past, you felt a little bit like things have been stolen from you, or maybe ideas, or maybe things at work, or you felt a little bit like somebody was getting away with something.
Oh,
But now you're really getting a lot of information coming in. A lot of things or opportunities are coming your way, and at the same time, you're going to have to take a breather. This is the near future coming for you, but you're sitting there like the Empress. Perceive beautiful, divine feminine energy, just sitting on your throne, enjoying everything because you are a nurturing person. Coming in with outside influences, a lot of love coming your way, a lot of beautiful energy. And you have the star. which is about healing and, really dreams coming true. The
Mhm.
final card for you in this 6 months is about the Emperor. So if you don't have someone in your life, I feel like this may indeed be someone, an actual person, or it is your divine masculine melding together, that outward going powerful energy combining with your empress, the masculine and feminine within, balancing within you. And that means that you will be able to go out into the world and do whatever you want to do in a way that you feel powerful and divine feminine. So that's a beautiful space of balance. And I love these cards for you because it really shows that you're doing work on yourself and you're doing quite well.
Val, every time we work together, you come out comes out of your mouth and exactly what I'm doing. I'm using this deck. The
Oh,
seeds for the
that's sacred feminine. I mean, that's it, Ellen.
divine or sacred feminine. Yeah.
Sacred feminine,
Wow.
divine feminine.
Yeah. All right. So first, though, I pulled one from the Healing Waters Oracle, and I love it because it reminds me of the old Rossetti painting. Actually, it was medieval times, but this is more modern times. And it says here, right now you're in stagnant waters. You feel a bit stuck, and you need to call for shifts, flow, and change. And so I'm seeing that repose, as in the card Val had. In other words, going to take a break, going to rest for a while before I start moving ahead. So then it admonishes you to speak your truth. Speak your truth and don't let anybody stop you. That may be somebody that had kind of shut you down or whatever. Don't let them do that. And it says to follow the cycles because, not everything is wonderful, but then not everything is always terrible. There's always a cycle, and we usually fall into one or the other. And the last one I got, I don't know, tend to your plants. So it could be that it means also that you are planting the seeds for what it is you want.
Oh, I'm getting the chills on that. You just nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Oh, that's it.
You're planting the seeds and you need to tend to them, tend to watering them and feeding them and nourishing those ideas that you have.
That's it.
Because that will bring in some good things for you.
Well,
so there you go.
That goes with the Empress card of nurturing and
True.
All of that. It's beautiful. I love that reading. Yeah.
Very beautiful cards. All right. So thank you for the question, Judith. And we have Sonia. She doesn't want 6 months. Well, yeah, it is 6 months. So yours is a 6-month reading as well. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Sherry, I saw that you were doing that. Did you enjoy doing that? She had a deck reveal for the Healing Waters deck the other day.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you, Terry. All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Pull some cards.
Yeah.
The rest of the year.
Ooh.
Yes, Rossi, it does. It's almost like the wisdom of the Native American. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is very nice. You've been in the past looking at things from a different perspective. This is awesome because you're shifting things around. Currently, though, you're reflecting on possibilities, what you can bring forward. You're kind of inundated with a lot of ideas, which is good. And because you have that in the near future, here's the sun for you, bringing illumination on everything that you want to bring forward. And you are going to be able to manifest all of the things you want. And this is you in the reading. Practical, down to earth, and control. Yeah. Awesome reading.
It is.
So this is the wisdom of being in your solitude, that garnering of going within and coming out with all this masterful information for who you are. 10 of Pentacles.
Oh my goodness.
Happiness and success. And finally, kind and nurturing. This is actually feels like you sitting pretty in 6 months. Feeling really good. Turning out. These are beautiful cards. Really beautiful cards.
That's cool.
Oh,
Sonia said that she had so much fun embarrassing her kids because she could. It's because nobody could tell me what to do. I love that.
Exactly. There is that too.
It is. It is. So I got the Selkie card, which is like a seal.
Mhm.
And, they're under the water.
Yeah.
And it says here, come out of hiding and embrace who you really are. And probably that has to do with your spirituality, I would say.
Yeah.
You've got it going for yourself.
And that's what I would say. This whole reading was very spiritually oriented.
It really was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It says to listen with your heart and not just your ears. I love that too.
Beautiful.
Because we, a lot of people will listen with their head, but not their heart.
Right.
So, the ears are attached to the head. So move down lower. All right. It says to make a feast. And I guess that might be celebrate who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could take that as and it's all 3 women. Reminds me of Hamilton when all the sisters were dancing around on the stage, they're holding on to each other and enjoying that. And the last one I got is your intuition is telling you something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your head and heart idea that you need to listen.
Yeah.
And because you know the answer. You already know the answer.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
You got that hermit showing that inner divine wisdom is there. And it's there to use. Tap into it. Absolutely.
Excellent. All right, Rose Blue. So she's already said this today, that the first hearing is set by the judge for July 18th. She said that, and then they changed. Jack Smith tried to change it till December. So maybe they just went back to that. All right. Well, it's better than what we thought.
Yeah.
What I thought.
No.
All right. So Miss Sharon Strawberry Rhubarb would like to know when Trump is, I love your wording, when Trump is found guilty in Documents case, will Cannon give him a very lenient sentence? Oh. They're going to say that the man has dementia and the man. I was listening to him. I don't listen to him, but I was listening to a clip. I just want you to know that I'm not listening to him all the time. But there was a clip, and he was talking about something, and he's like, so we put the stove on, and then he's talking like out of his what. It's like he doesn't make any sense at all.
No, he doesn't. And I think
very scary.
Yeah. I don't think he's all. He's not very cognizant.
No. And even when Joe said, God save the Queen, I mean, I think that was just a joke more than anything. But
I think so.
All right, Sharon. Let's see what this one says.
Boy, it's hard to get an answer.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like it's why I think, and but I don't think he's going to be around for the possibility of it.
So what I got was let it go, release the past, forgive, and move forward. Mm-hmm. And I think you're right. I think this indicates we're not going to get resolution.
No.
Because there won't be. Yeah. And I got a rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I got camouflage.
Yeah, there it is.
And I got master.
Yeah. So, I think this is the ending of, we did all this and we really couldn't have that final harvest of seeing the thing play out the way we wanted to with the actual subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And we kind of knew that. The Rainbow Bridge, Sharon says. Judith, he's talking out of his diaper. I love it. Oh, my God. I hate to be cruel. I don't want to be cruel. It isn't, I have to tell you, folks, this is how I operate. I laugh about it and we have a lot of fun doing these. But remember when he went to Kansas and everybody had sold out Kansas everybody bought it or got a ticket that was never going to go. They were all a bunch of Democrats. So he had like 50 people there, 100 people there, something like that. And he comes back to the White House and he comes off the plane. He's got his coat slashed over his shoulder and he's looking down and looking. I felt bad for him.
I did too. I mean, I have compassion for him, and I really believe we're all here for a spiritual purpose, and he had a job to do, and his was to be the anti-whatever.
The anti-whatever.
For us to all get on board to go,
So I just, I thought to myself, what am I, nuts? And then I thought, no, that's who you really are, because you don't want to be like him. And so, so I have a lot of fun with it and we laugh and haha. But honestly, I don't, if he doesn't get to go to jail or he passes before all this thing goes, I've got to let it go. I've got to let it go.
Because it's not good for you.
Not good for me.
That's why it's really better to be in the observation mode of all of this happening right now, so that you don't polarize yourself. Because if you do, you're choosing polarization. That means you're going to go on this side, and this side's going to come and hit you. So stay in the
karma too. Karma.
Yeah, just go neutral. You're good to go. Yeah.
And I need to talk about it because I need to remember it. I need to remember that I need to do that. And I know that a lot of people are like, no, I want retribution. I don't like when things get stopped up by it, but I gotta forgive at some point. I still want justice to be served.
Yeah.
I think that we all would be under that sort of thing. All
right.
I
try to maintain that neutral so that I don't attach to it. But Terry, holding your space. Amen, Val. Because when you polarize yourself, you're really you don't get in that game, that 3D.
You can't be a spiritual person. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you really have to pull yourself out of that 3D story. The story being told is for the Shakespeare stage. We're all players on the stage.
That's right. That's right.
Playing roles for each other to mirror back to us what we need to learn.
It's just wow.
I know it can activate us really a lot because look, I was activated enough to listen to Linda G in the very beginning, and that's what got me on YouTube. So
sure, we all were worried. She really calmed us down. If you notice.
Oh no, he didn't. Yeah. Oh no, he didn't. He what? He what? No, he didn't.
Yeah,
but he did.
I know. But yes,
universes.
We're called to this work, and we have to have integrity as well. So but I do understand why people get upset, and and I'm not I'm not up there yet, so I'm just human, like you and everybody else. All right, so Rossi, you got a great card here. You apparently have created a ripple effect. We all create ripple effects. What we say or do can ripple down, and it's not like trickle down economics. It's not that. It's the ripple effect where we do something. It's almost like when you're in line at Starbucks and you pay it forward.
Yeah.
Not that you have to do that, but I love this. And it says you're part of something bigger, and the details are being taken care of. And look at the beautiful spiral in there. And there you are at the top, and both there's two sides against the middle in a way, but you have that ripple effect. You have that ability to choose what to bring to others, and you do it well. So they want you to make sure you take a deep breath, because it's important for us to try to power through things. And it's okay to be angry, But then we have to take a deep breath and move on. And the next one I get is, it's time for ceremony. So anytime you're feeling that way, Rossi, after you've let it go, maybe burn some smudge if you can't, because you're allergic to whatever. You can get smudge spray. You can take a shower. You can go ground yourself outside. Anything can be a ceremony. And actually, hopefully, a lot of you have altars in your homes. And what are altars? They're simply a place where you leave sacred things to you. There's no rules. So there's the best thing. So it's time for ceremony.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And Rossi's Den, I got for you life path. So this is you really coming forward to see all this energy coming into your crown chakra as like an innocent child comes in and knows what they're here to do. They were there planning it before they came in, and that's you remembering you have this plan that you're going to do, and it involves your family of light. And this is your spiritual guides and teachers as well as your community here on 3D Earth. So this is you taking your plan out there into action. Just a message saying, I got this a lot yesterday. Unhook from mass consciousness. This is that 3D script and mind script that we play in our heads. So unhook from that. And when you read a headline and it starts to trigger you, get neutral, pull back from that.
Yeah. My husband's always getting after me about clickbait. That's clickbait. Don't click on that. Don't do that. And he's right. He's actually right.
He's right. But it's a trigger.
It is a trigger. Yeah. Just to get you all steamed up,
Yeah, exactly.
So, Bemused Shaman, I have your question and we're going to read it last, but right now we will certainly send out love and healing energy to your husband in Kansas. His mom passed Friday. He has to deal with a mentally unstable sister. We certainly will send lots of loving light to all of you, the sister, your husband, all the family. I'm sorry that he's dealing with this.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to lose your mother, but then you got other family. Yeah. Much love and light to him.
Yeah, definitely. I request benevolent outcome and ask any and all beings of light to go and surround all these beautiful people with light and love and everything that they need to give them comfort now. Thank you.
Thank you, Val. Sure. All right. So she'd like some advice from her late dad, Wally. And that's very interesting. My dad is my go-to person, too. And so, yes, we'll see what we can find out what Wally's doing. Maybe Wally met your mother-in-law. Who knows? Yeah. Hi, Willow.
Well, Bemused Shaman, it's funny. I just clicked on your name because your dad just came through and said, keep your sense of humor.
Oh my
goodness. Keep your sense of humor no matter what is going on in the world, and to keep that joy in your heart that he says that you definitely have. So because that is the wings that keeps you flying. And he loves everything you're doing. He adores you, and he is your cheerleader.
That's great.
Yeah, keep your sense of humor. Bemused Shaman.
Keep your sense of humor.
That's too funny.
So here's what I get. I get making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. And you're achieving what it is that you came to Earth to do. And so maybe that's what Dad is saying. There are good times and there are bad times. Keep your sense of humor, girl. And I believe Wally's around you all. He's probably one of your guides. My dad turned into one of mine. And he's just, I always know when he's around. But then I get the card focus. Right now, your focus is on your mother-in-law and your husband and what he's dealing with. But make sure that you take time for you. This affects you just as much as it does your husband and your family, because they're asking, or Wally is, and others, the guys are saying, how about making sure you have balance? So I think that's where the laughter comes in too. There's probably been some crying, and that's okay. It's very cathartic, but laughter can be cathartic as well. So if you can get the laughter and balance it, look at that. There's sunshine ahead and beautiful waters.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, your mom's your guide, Sharon? That's cool. All right. He's too busy at the spaceship station. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh my God. That's pretty funny. And Rosebud, you've been looking for your place all your life. You will find it. I found mine. I moved so many times you'd think that I was, had wheels on my feet. But I found my place in 2007 when I landed here in Seattle. It's where I'm supposed to be. But boy, it's a long journey. Going here, going there, trying this, trying that. So yeah, not easy.
You had to experiment a lot.
I did. Hi, Jules Niner. Thank you for being here today too. Thank you. I know Valerie has a great laugh. You do. Willow says you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're always happy to see you in the chat, Willow. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to all subscribers. Thank you to members of membership. Some members of mine and yours are here. We thank you for that. We thank all our moderators. And we'll see you. It's 44 people here again now, Val.
Wow, great. Yay. I love that number.
Angels are in the wing.
It is.
All right. Val and I will see you tomorrow on Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. Take care and have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.